Let me know how you are finding the sound today. I'm looking very bright in here, so I'm going to turn this off and chat with you first of all. So, we have been testing some new pieces of equipment from the fabulous Sound Dynamics. I am away in Ibiza from Friday, which I can't wait about. So I'm doing Yoga Fit in Ibiza. So I wanted to take a portable setup where I could do live streams, videos, interviews, everything via my phone. So usually when you see me live on this channel, I'm using a desktop computer. I've got a big screen behind me, and I use a U-Pad mixer, which is quite a biggish mixer that goes into the back of the iMac, and it all works. Well, it works reasonably well. You know, there's a little bit of fiddling around, but I know loads of people are happy and want to use their phone. And you need to use a special kind of mixer, a USB mixer that goes into your phone. So you can just have your phone, there you go, there's mine, that you have your phone on your stand, and I've got a little stand here that I'm using, and then you attach it to a small mini mixer. Now you may have seen these. This is what it is. This is called an IMG mixer. It sounds great. You let me know what it sounds like your end. And it's taken a little bit of trial and error to set up. So I wanted to pass on to you some tips if you were thinking of getting a mixer. Now, it really depends on where you're live streaming from. So as I'm live streaming here, I've got a really high, yes, Tracy, I've got a really high ceiling. So if I don't use a mic, the sound bounces. And you know that when you move away from your phone, you get that far away kind of feeling here. I don't like it. For me, it just sounds a bit tinny. So with the little mixer, you have a speaker, and I'll tell you how I got to arrive at the speaker I've got and why I changed some of the leads. And also I have all my music downloaded, and I also use the new Pure Energy app, and that's an old iPhone, that's an iPhone 7. So all the music just sits on here. So you need, let me tell you, this is the tips that I found out. So you have a lead from here, from the mixer, and it's like a curly lead. It's a special lead that you can get when you purchase this from Stuart. And that needs to go into a lightning cable. So this is a lightning cable if you're using an Apple phone. So you need one of these. Now this is mistake number one. I'd bought a ton of these lightning cables from Amazon over the years, and I buy them in bulk. And I usually buy the Amazon ones, not the Apple one. First mistake, it didn't work. The mixer with the special lead into the lightning cable didn't work with the Amazon cables. They are cheaper, but I get through quite a lot. The Apple one's more expensive. And I couldn't work it out. Why was that happening? Anyway, I purchased the Apple lightning cable, and it worked fine. So mistake number one, you definitely need the original, the more expensive Apple cable, and that will work. Second thing that I made a mistake on, and I couldn't work this out for ages, is in here I've got two really big speakers. They didn't like this setup at all, so I changed my speaker, this is going to scream at me now, to the little party speaker. So a smaller, more portable speaker, much better. The volume, I could keep the volume quite low here, but still hear it. But when I had the volume cranked up on my big speakers, it just wasn't working. So the little party speaker was definitely a big bonus for me. And it's the numbers on the dials. So any of you that have got this mixer, I was having everything far too loud. And the trick really is, if you are looking to get the right volume, start with all of these little dials, have them all at 12 o'clock, and actually underneath where your mic plugs in here, I would have these even lower. And then as you put your music through, you can just slowly bring these up together. So just very gently. You've got to be so gentle with the volume, or it just sounds really, it just doesn't sound too good. Now the sliders in the middle, they need to be all in the middle. there. And then again, you may find that you have everything even lower. Start really low, and then you can just turn everything up just fraction, just a tiny little fraction, and then you'll see the difference that it makes. Mic wise, from Sound Dynamics, I use the Trantec mic. I've got 2 of these. I've got a backup, and I've got one that I'm using now. Fabulous mic. But again, they do sound very differently with the different mixers. A different mixer into the back of my iPad and iMac sounds different from using it into my phone. So, you do get a slightly different tone, I find. But this is the Trantec. It's really durable. Mine is, I use it 4 or 5 times a day. And it's just so robust. I've got 2 of those as backups as well. So I'm going to put the music on now so you can have a little listen and you can let me know what you think. I'm going to use Anne Savage, which is cool. I'm not using any light in here, so I've not got the ring light on. But I just wanted to give you some feedback around this setup because it's really reasonably priced. It's very portable, and just once you get the hang of keeping the levels low and you've got the right leads, you are good to go. Now, I've also got another friend who tested this with an Android, and she was fine. It plugged straight in, everything was cool. But I think if you've got an Apple, just make sure you've got the right Apple lightning lead, or it just doesn't work. It's the little things. Can you show me what you plug into the mixer? Yeah, absolutely, Lise. So you've got your mic here coming into this input. You've got your red and your white, your first 2 here. This is going into your music. So this is going into here, an old iPhone, which has got all my music on. And then I missed the next 2, and then here we've got going into the speaker. So you've got going into your music and then going into your speakers, and these are red and white cables that are going straight in. Again, you might be better to grab some new cables so that you know that the cables are working, they're in pristine condition, and then if there is any problem and you've got to troubleshoot a little bit, and then you can just maybe change a wire at a time. Does that help, Lisa? Do let me know. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this. Let me know. I'll take a picture of the setup and I'll also put that onto the main page so you can check it out. But if you're looking for a really small portable system, cost effective, you can move it around. You definitely go for a Trantec, Lisa. The Trantec mic is really good. It's a really good, robust one. 100% I would go for that. And then you can change your venue, can't you? Because you can move all this really quickly and easily. You can change and you can live stream from lots of different areas. And need a Trantec, yeah, get it out. And I'm actually using an older iPhone. This is an iPhone 10. So that's my latest iPhone. iPhone, hell here, so many iPhones. But yeah, and they all work really well. Okay. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. I hope this helps. If you need any questions with your portable setup, just give me a shout. More than happy to help. Or you can speak to Stuart at Sound Dynamics and Stuart can walk you through this. But it was the leads that got me. It was the proper lightning cable lead, and it was also changing the speaker to the party speaker. It made a massive, massive difference. All right, thanks guys. Glad it helped.